Hey guys, I'm gonna do a quick review on my 2014 Nissan Frontier S model. Still a 4x4, so that's a big plus. I'm gonna get down to it. Basically running right around 3.5 inches of lift and running 295, 75, 16-inch wheels, which is roughly over a little bigger than a 33-inch. So the rims, those are, believe it or not, GMC Sierra rims, which is basically Chevy Silverado mid-90s. I had to get the adapter from 6x4.5 to 6x5.5. That was about 80 bucks. So the rears, basically there's the shackles, and then there's the Rancho shocks, and you can adjust basically the stiffness and the softness of the ride. So moving to the front, this is where it gets a little better, I guess. Upper control arms are Freedom Off-road. Love these guys. These guys are really awesome. This is my third set from these guys. I have them on my Toyotas, and no complaints whatsoever. So on the coilovers, those are also made by Rancho. 2-inch lift with a PRG 1.5 inch spacer on top of that. So 2-inch coilover with another 1.5 inches, 3.5 inches of lift. I went ahead and trimmed the bucket. The Frontiers have that issue with bucket contact. I haven't actually had it yet, but I did it anyway just to be safe. Basically, the Rancho kit, front and rears are adjustable for the ride stiffness, and basically you can adjust how soft or stiff you want the ride to be. This kit's like 500 bucks new for all four fronts and rears, and then I paid, I don't remember, it was 120 for the 1.5 inch spacer and about 350 for the upper control arms. The ride quality is pretty nice. I like it a lot, actually. Basically this is the stance I have with the wheels. So the adapter, sorry, one thing I forgot was the adapter from 6x4.5 to 6x5.5 is a 1 1/4, so 1.25 inch spacer, and then it has the adapter for the bolts. That's kind of why you got the wheel sticking out a little bit, but I love it. It's kind of what I was shooting for, and it actually came out a little better than I expected. So for trimming, for the rear, originally I was going to do 35s, so I was going to actually trim the fender a little more because it did rub quite a bit. So I'm going to have to figure something out here because I went with a smaller tire, so I'm probably just going to kind of make a cleaner cut here. I'm going to have to get rid of the, what is that, pinch weld or whatever you call it here. I'm going to take a little bit of it off. And for the front, I already had bad fender liners. They were already ripped up for whatever reason. So I took out that little mud guard here for the front. And what I'm gonna do is just gonna move it forward all the way. And then I'm just gonna screw it in through the bottom, and that gives it quite a bit of room. For the rear, it gets a little more complicating. The way it's supposed to technically look is like this. Like on the driver's side, it should have been a cleaner cut, but I did that other side first because originally I was going to be running 35s, but that's just not practical. So that was just kind of a mistake on my end, but that's okay, we can fix that. But overall, this is kind of the setup you get with a 3 to 3.5 inch lift on basically 33s, a little bigger than a 33. And there you guys go.